Shots at your white tea, I turn it into peppermints. Buckshots at your white tea, turn it into breakfast pepper grits. I bully heckle wimp, separated from the posse. Been a mercenary ever since. Yes, I live in Washington. All about the Franklins, and he ain't even president. I said I live in DC, born and raised. I've been here ever since. My life is like a movie. I'm the rich take on dead presidents. Police got the body, but they don't have no evidence. Continuing criminal enterprise effortless. Went to war with the Federal Bureau of Intelligence. Big giant mansion, no White House, no picket fence. Travel me with presents and get lavish vacations in all its elegance. You niggas small things to an elephant. Beat out the crackers just like the president. Leather in the bands too. All my niggas locked up. Pictures and letters sent. Lived in poverty, but now with that's irrelevant. Cause we ballin' in the present.
The fact that Ethiopia is primarily populated by a people of Caucasian ancestry makes it unique among other African nations. There are over 100 different tribes and races within the country. Although dark in complexion, most of the people are Caucasian and are descended from the ancient Hamites and Semites. There are also many primitive tribes living in the more remote areas of Ethiopia. The Danakils are an example. These nomads live a harsh life, roaming from place to place in the semi-desert sections. Most of the Ethiopians of today are not pure descendants of any one race. The facial features of both women and men are likely to reflect a varied combination of Caucasian, Negroid, Arabian, and Hebrew characteristics.
From the Middle East, you are not native African.
No, not at all.
Ethiopian.
As a matter of fact, we don't have the Negro blood at all. And we migrated from the Semitic type of the Saudi Arabia and Yemen and the countries just away from the Red Sea. And the origin could be said that some people drafted and came to the northern part of Ethiopia. And then they migrated inwards. And time went on, they stayed and then the Hamitic races from the bordering, from the south and from Sudan and things like that, from the countries
but
in Africa.
Excuse me for interrupting, but if you don't have Negro blood, then this is news to me. The Ethiopians, I would think, wouldn't have any particular feeling about race relations in other parts of Africa.
We don't at all feel any relationship with it. It's none of our concern. I mean, we just don't care about it. As we don't have the Negro blood, we shouldn't have to worry ourselves. I mean, the color you met, the color of my face is just dark because it's due to the exposure of the sun. And my country is a mountainous country. It's 800 feet above sea level. And it's more or less nearer to the sun than is the other countries that lay near the equator.
Yoma?
Oh no, this can't be.
Ancient Egyptians were Bayer Kushites. Black Caucasians. Nubians mixed with Arabs and became Bayer Kushites. If Egyptians were black, then Israelites were white.
Like a champ.
Are you a Nicki fan?
What? Am I a Nicki fan? Pull up in the Sri Lanka. What? Like a champ.
Are you a Nicki fan?
Okay, y'all. This coming from Black Skin is amazing. We ate all smells the greatest. It say clearly right here, the one population in their analysis that was seemingly not clearly classified on continental ground was the Ethiopian, who was clustered more into the Caucasian group. But it's known that African populations with close contact with Middle East population, including Ethiopians and North Africans, have had significantly admixture with Middle Eastern Caucasian groups. Ethiopian gene pool was estimated to be 40% of Caucasoid derivation. What are they saying? Ethiopians appear to be distinct from Africans and more closely associated with the population of the Mediterranean basin. So what are they saying? The occurrence of the E5212 and E5204 alleles in two populations of the Mediterranean basin, Turkey and Italy. Right here we got a map. You see it say true Negroids, anthropoids. You remember what anthropoids are? That's next to the Caucasian. That's like the sand people in the light blue. Then you see the Caucasoid. Everybody else without no bubble, I don't know what they is. They just out in the middle of nowhere from who knows where. So you see it right here. It says Ethiopians and Somalis have great genetic resemblance to Caucasians and were clearly intermediate between sub-Saharan Africans and Caucasians. Okay, indigenous ancestry in North and South America populations exist at the boundaries of these continental divisions, and sometimes the most difficult category, okay, skip that. African, Caucasian, Asian, and Pacific Islander, right? The one population in their analysis was seemingly not clearly classified on continental grounds was the Ethiopian, who was clustered more into the Caucasian group, right? Ethiopian and North Africans had significantly admitted the Middle Eastern and Caucasian groups. Just the science, just the history behind it. Just the 23andMe, trace your genealogy back. All right, let's get into it. You got the true Negroid at the top, the Pygmy and the Bantu, right? Then you come out of that into the Sand people. We'll get into them later. From the Sand people come the Ethiopian. From the Ethiopian come the Caucasoid group at the bottom. You see the Berber and the Basque and the Tan bubble. That's a gene pool. You understand what I'm saying? It's right here in your face. And you see the branches coming out of the only people not in a bubble, not in a branch. I mean, not in a bubble, but on a branch of the tree, right? Get a little closer look. You know, you got West African as true Negroids. Look where the Ethiopian at. Look down at the bottom where Near East, Iranian, Greek, all in the Caucasoid bubble. The Basque, Sumerian, right? The Ethiopian stand alone. The Sand stand alone. Make it make sense. Okay. Garden of Eden was in Ethiopia, right? That's what they say. You know, it was called Kush. You know, we just presenting the facts at this point. You see what I'm saying here? Ancient Egypt was classified as Ethiopia. Ethiopia, formerly Abyssinia, the abyss, right? Etymology. Results from the markers had hypothesis Ethiopian population experienced Caucasoid gene flow mainly through males. Come on, it's right here in your face. You know, contains the African components associated with Bantu migrations and Sitfu differentiating process from an ancestral gene pool. 3 exhibits some Y chromosomes. So I hope you following what they saying. It's a simple Google search. They ain't trying to hide it. It's a different gene pool, right? Ethiopian race, anthropoid. Anyway, the gist of collection DNA studies is that Ethiopians are about 40% Caucasian and are genetically a little more closely related to Mediterranean Caucasian groups like Berbers, Arabs, more than West Africans, as it is shown by this twig map. It's a tree of life right here. The actual amount of mixtures varies from group to group, but 40% average of these samples. There's a Y chromosome study here that goes more into detail. This chart I showed, the graph I showed you earlier. So it's saying scientifically that they not of true Negroid, they more Caucasian. Okay, so you see the diagram, look at all them people that's out the Caucasoid gene pool. All them races of people, all them civilizations. You see they just keep saying 40% Caucasian, 40% Caucasoid deviation. On the basis of historic, linguistic, genetic data, it has been suggested the Ethiopian population has strongly been affected by Caucasoid migration since Neolithic times. On the basis of autosomal polymorphic, boy, it's getting real. So basically the Caucasoid gene flow into the Ethiopian gene pool occurred predominantly through males. Conversely, the Niger-Congo contribution to the Ethiopian, okay, he's pretty much saying the same thing. We got one of their leaders saying that he was Ethiopian. I am not a Negro at all. I am a Caucasian. This is one of their leaders. Right? Out of his own mouth. I am not a Negro at all. I am a Caucasian. Whoa. Here you got the map. Look at the green Caucasoid race. Like, you see the small Negroid race over there in West Africa. The Capoid race in Southern and East Africa. Mongoloid race over there in far east, and the whole west was Mongoloid. I don't know how accurate this is. This is simple Google image search, but I'm just presenting what they saying it is. Then you got the different skull shapes: Caucasoid, Mongoloid, Negroid. The self-proclaimed Caucasian who Africans mistook, that's their leader. Ethiopian means division. Check it out, man. Get back at me. Let me know. We out.